Men stuff right
real,
there.
Man.
Real men stuff.
No, man, because you don't know how this shit came together.
That's right. That's right.
You said you dropped a whisper on me.
Calvin, listen to me. What do you think that was going on in the corner? Was there too many voices in the corner?
No, it was a big misunderstanding.
Okay.
Tank was trying to explain what was going on with the hair.
After his recent performance against Roach, GervontaDavis has fired his coach, blaming him for the outcome. In a live video, Calvin Ford got emotional, recalling his sacrifices for Davis and feeling unappreciated. After more than a decade together, Ford believes Davis has been unfair to him.
I was gone, and he came to me and said, "Yo, we got to do something." See,
It's okay.
hold it back.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. That's real.
Calvin Ford told Fight Hub TV that there's no fallout with GervontaDavis. Davis headlined his second PBC Amazon Prime PPV at Barclays, featuring exciting fights, including 2 light welterweight title clashes. Ford, familiar with Davis and Roach sparring, respected Roach's work ethic and saw the fight as a great opportunity. He dismissed concerns, saying he's just taking a step back, but the training remains the same.
So everything is good with Calvin, because it's the first time he's not the head trainer in a while.
Yeah, for sure. Calvin, again, I said Calvin is pops.
They wanted to see if the temporary separation strengthened their bond, like family members who appreciate each other more after time apart. Coach Ford responded, "No, he came to see me slowed down and worried about me because he knows I spend time with my amateurs." Though Ford wasn't directly training Davis, just knowing he was still working gave him reassurance. He admitted that the time apart made them both appreciate their connection. When Davis returned to the gym, Ford could tell the champion had missed him just as much. Barry Hunter also shared a similar sense of reassurance.
He will always be around, you know what I mean? So, that's pops, like I said. So yeah.
Barry Hunter confirmed in an interview that Calvin Ford, Kenny Ellis, Coach Boogie, and himself will all still be involved. While Ford and Ellis won't be in Davis' corner, Hunter reassured that other coaches will be there, downplaying any major concerns. He also reminded fans that changes in Davis' corner have happened before. Having worked with Davis since his amateur days, Hunter is not new to the team. Like Ford, he pointed out how misinformation spreads online, leading to unnecessary speculation. He emphasized that Davis is like family and suggested that this is likely a temporary adjustment that could return to the usual setup in a few months.
Yeah, it's, without Calvin, it wouldn't be no me, you know what I mean? Because at first, when I came into the...
Although it was recently announced that GervontaDavis and Coach Calvin Ford have split after more than a decade together, Ford has confirmed the news, citing several external factors. This may be due to training camp activities or simply Davis' reluctance to discuss the situation. Until now, Davis has remained silent on the matter, despite ongoing speculation.
At DC, they call me Mo. Calvin is Calvin, you know what I mean? I got Calvin.
Breaking his silence, GervontaDavis shifted the narrative, revealing that the split wasn't just about Calvin Ford but also involved Leonard Ellerbe. Since Ellerbe left Mayweather Promotions, he no longer had to balance between Davis and Floyd Mayweather Jr. Instead, he has focused entirely on Davis. While Ellerbe has been supportive, Ford believes many of Davis' questionable decisions can be linked to his influence.
Just did. We got off the canvas one. It ain't about the dub with me. It's about you got that will.
Calvin Ford hasn't been entirely comfortable with Leonard Ellerbe's constant presence. Initially, the team consisted of GervontaDavis, Ford, and Kenny Ellis, so inseparable that even Floyd Mayweather Jr. respected their unity while they were under Mayweather Promotions. However, after leaving Mayweather Promotions and bringing Ellerbe into the mix, the relationship has faced challenges.
He already seen it. That's the difference. And Tank was holding the conversation. Tank said, "Yo, I'm about Tank. Every fight, Tank come and tell me I'm going to knock him out."
GervontaDavis' trainers believe he has been making poor career choices under the influence of Leonard Ellerbe. According to Davis, his entire camp opposes his close association with Ellerbe, seeing him as someone who aligns with whoever benefits him the most. They argue that Ellerbe was with Floyd Mayweather when it served his interests, but after opportunities with Mayweather's fighters declined, he shifted his focus to Davis. While Davis himself doesn't share this view, his team believes this dynamic played a major role in his decision to part ways with Coach Calvin Ford.
Talk to him. I'm not talking to little Tank anymore. I'm talking to the grown man Tank. For being with him for so many years, it's amazing.
Leonard Ellerbe played a key role in Mayweather Promotions' growth, helping organize major fights like Mayweather vs. Pacquiao. He also guided GervontaDavis' career, turning him into a pay-per-view star and promoting his recent fight against Frank Martin. Since parting ways with Mayweather Promotions in 2022, Davis has faced top names like Rolando Romero, Hector Luis Garcia, Ryan Garcia, and Frank Martin. Given his success, many believe leaving Mayweather was the right move. Boxing commentator Showbiz The Adult certainly does. However, in recent months, Davis and Mayweather have engaged in a public feud, trading jabs on social media. After Davis's fight against Frank Martin and Leonard Ellerby's exit from Mayweather Promotions, a boxing commentator explained why leaving Mayweather was the best move for Davis. In a recent YouTube clip titled Tank Davis leaving Floyd was the best thing for his career *, the commentator argued that while Mayweather focuses on money, Davis has grown beyond that. Before Davis's fight with Martin, Calvin Ford unknowingly hinted at this shift. When Davis missed the media workout, Ford spoke on his behalf. Statements that now seem to reflect the growing divide between them.
It's a big fight.
Right.
And Tank's gonna get every last one of these guys y'all want him to get. You just can't get them all in one night.
Did you see what he tweeted at Shakur?
No,
Now we understand why Calvin Ford said, watching him in camp scares me because of the things he's doing and his maturity. When he gets in that ring, he'll hurt Frank Martin. He noticed Davis' focus and growth, seeing him carefully listen and absorb everything around him. Speaking to Fight Hype Ford urged people not to overanalyze Davis' absence from the media workout, suggesting it wasn't a major issue. I want to apologize to the fans, Calvin Ford said. He's been delayed, but he'll make it up to y'all on fight night. Trust me, you don't want to miss this performance. Ford urged fans to be patient. How long have y'all known Tank? I used to question him too, but I stopped. Let him do what he does. That's what makes him who he is. When asked if Davis would make the press conference, Ford remained hopeful. We're getting ready to roll out to the world, he said.
Oh, watching them in camp, it scares me. You know what I'm saying? Because the things that he's doing and his maturity of,
I've never seen Tank miss a press conference. Let's look at history. Let's look at the stats, Calvin Ford said. Finally, speaking on behalf of the absent GervontaDavis, Ford issued a warning to Frank Martin.
A press conference. Let's look at history. Let's look at the stats.
For sure.
So, again, but how many times y'all came here, y'all? He did. One time he did showed up.
We're back in business. We've been waiting for this for a while, Calvin Ford said about Davis' return after 14 months. We want to put on a great performance for the fans at the end of the day.
And for the fans, who do the conspiracy theories, there's no concerns,
No, we great. We great. Trust me. Y'all want y'all guy to come out and put on that show for y'all. Trust me.
GervontaDavis has been unsettling everyone, not just Calvin Ford, but even Floyd Mayweather. Unsurprisingly, their conflict ties back to Mayweather, which played a role in the tension that later emerged between Davis and Ford. Floyd Mayweather and GervontaDavis have a rocky relationship, with both taking shots at each other. They share mutual connections, including Leonard Ellerby and Calvin Ford. Mayweather expected loyalty from Ellerby, given their history and the fact that Ellerby only built a relationship with Davis through him. However, when Ellerby attempted to mediate between Mayweather and Davis, Floyd saw it as a betrayal and cut him off, wanting him to choose a side.
And I'm like, okay, why would he like him? Why would he like him? He's a great fighter, but he's a horrible person.
So I'm sure that he ain't gonna change. He's gonna be who he is, and again, he don't bother me. I don't think 2 seconds about none of that because he's not on my.
Fans watching this would be like, "Oh, why does Leonard feel this way?" Like, I've been covering the sport. I know the relationship, but they're gonna be history will tell you everything you need to know about him.
It's gonna be all right, man. Another thing I want to touch on is the Floyd situation. Floyd is Floyd. That's like I say, Tank is Tank, man. The man is chasing greatness. And you should be supporting that. I always tell you that. You should be supporting. It's a rocky road that we seeing what's going on. Just pay attention, man. The story is going to rebuild itself. But again, that's how you burn.
Jim, why? You want him to lose? That's the question. Do you want him to lose?
Sometimes people do things without thinking, It's like the situation that we supposedly got put out the gym. We kept it quiet.